The D&D Saga of Iggwilv, from Tasha to Archfey. Iggwilv's origins trace back to her youth, where she was known as Natasha, the adopted daughter and apprentice of the enigmatic Baba Yaga, one of the most powerful and mysterious beings in D&D lore. Baba Yaga, the witch of the dancing hut, raised Natasha as part of her ever-changing brood of students, gifting her not only profound magical tutelage, but also an understanding of manipulation, trickery, and survival. Natasha's innate talent for magic and her appetite for forbidden knowledge made her a favored pupil, though one constantly at risk of succumbing to her own ambitions. Under Baba Yaga's instruction, Natasha transformed into Tasha, a prodigy whose brilliance manifested in spell creation. The whimsical Tasha's hideous laughter, a spell designed to incapacitate foes through uncontrollable, hysterical mirth, was an early example of her capacity to meld playful creativity with deadly practicality. The spell's underlying cruelty, a reminder of her dark roots, is a hallmark of her work. Laughter that paralyzes, joy that incapacitates. After leaving Baba Yaga's tutelage, Tasha abandoned her youthful moniker and rebranded herself as Iggwilv, stepping fully into the role of a calculating, ambitious Archmage. Her focus turned to the Abyss, a plane of infinite chaos and malice, where she sought to unravel its secrets and harness its power. Her Demonomicon of Iggwilv, the ultimate treatise on demonology, cemented her as the foremost scholar of fiendish lore. This tome contained spells, rituals, and binding rites that allowed her to summon and control demons, and it remains one of the most coveted artifacts in the multiverse. However, her knowledge did not come without cost. To gather it, she delved into dangerous pacts with the Abyss's most powerful creatures. Among her many exploits in the Abyss, one stands out: her volatile and infamous relationship with Graz'zt, the Dark Prince of Pleasure. Graz'zt, a demon lord of unparalleled beauty and cunning, became both her lover and her pawn. Their relationship was a tempestuous battle of seduction, betrayal, and power. Iggwilv managed to imprison him for a time, extracting secrets of the Abyss to fill her Demonomicon. Yet Graz'zt was not one to remain a prisoner for long. Their dynamic shifted constantly, with the two using one another to achieve their ends. Their relationship also resulted in a child, Use, a Cambion, who would grow to become a god of evil on the planet Earth. Use inherited his parents' thirst for power, and his rise further solidified Iggwilv's legacy as a figure whose machinations reshaped worlds. While Tasha's hideous laughter remains her most iconic spell, Iggwilv's magical repertoire extends far beyond it. Her spells often reflect her complex personality, deceptive, whimsical, and devastatingly effective. Binding magic. Many of her spells focus on controlling and binding demons, showcasing her mastery of domination over chaos itself. These spells are intricate and often laced with cruel twists for those who dare attempt them without her skill. Illusions and enchantments are a reflection of her duality as Tasha and Iggwilv. Her use of illusion and enchantment magic allowed her to weave layers of deception that tricked even the most seasoned opponents. Some of her most dangerous creations involved sacrificial rituals to summon and bind demon lords, the very magic that led to her initial downfall when her control faltered. Iggwilv's hunger for power inevitably led to her undoing. In a moment of overconfidence, her control over her demonic servants slipped, and they turned against her. Forced into exile, she disappeared from Earth's stage for centuries. When she re-emerged, it was not as the feared Iggwilv, but as Zybilna, a Fey Archmage of the Feywild. As Zybilna, she created a domain of delight, a whimsical yet dangerous realm filled with illusions and mysteries. This marked her evolution from demonologist to archfey, a being whose power stemmed not only from her arcane knowledge, but also her ability to manipulate the very essence of magic itself. Even in the Feywild, her penchant for scheming remained intact, as her domain served as both a sanctuary and a trap for those who wandered too close. Iggwilv's story is one of reinvention. From Natasha to Tasha, Iggwilv to Zybilna, she is a character defined by her adaptability, brilliance, and ruthlessness. Her influence permeates the planes, from the abyss to the Feywild, leaving a legacy of spells, artifacts, and legends. Whether remembered as a cunning apprentice, a domineering demonologist, or a whimsical Fey queen, Iggwilv remains one of Dungeons & Dragons' most fascinating figures, a testament to the boundless potential of magic and the cost of wielding it without restraint.